Hello everyone, welcome to another card video. Today I'm using Paper Tray Inks, Counting My Blessings stamp set and coordinating dies. I'm also using Neenah 110-pound cardstock, paper trays, True Black, and a piece of Bristol, Strathmore Bristol Smooth White. So I'm using some distress inks to ink blend sort of rainbow background. So I'm using Festive Berries instead of Barn Door. Ooh, that's different. And then Scattered Straw, Squeezed Lemonade. No, that's Spiced Marmalade and Squeezed Lemonade. And I used Salty Ocean and Twisted Citron. It's pretty neat what video captures that your eye doesn't see. Like when you use Copic markers or when you're ink blending and you can see the liquid, the wetness of the liquid when you're putting it on the paper. I think that's so cool. So I'm just going back and forth trying to blend the inks together and just trying to make a rainbow. A nice subtle springy Easter rainbow. So I'm going to cut this thankful die out of this piece of Neenah 110. Trying to line, I'm eyeballing it. You'll find in this card, it is not perfect. I am not a perfectionist. I try to do things great, but I'm not a perfectionist. I just enjoy this. This is fun for me. I don't want it to be neurotic. So, my idea here is to see the rainbow through the thankful, okay? So I'm going to adhere. I've cut thankful out 3 other times. And I'm taking all these little bits and pieces to try to build up the letters inside the die, the negative pieces of the die cut. So I'm going to take these 3 little pieces and each little negative piece and adhere it together. And I'm going to lift the thankful front panel up after each time so that I make sure that I don't adhere the front panel to my card right now. Just to make sure that it's not oozing out and adhering it all together. So I'm just gonna continue to take the negative pieces and those little cutouts and replace them times 3. I'm gonna pop up the front panel, so these little negative pieces need to be popped up as well. So if you're wondering if our family is all better or well and not sick anymore, no. We've been back to the doctor and on our 2nd round of antibiotics and steroid medications. So I'll be very thankful when this goes away. That's what I'll be thankful for. See how it starts to come together? And you can start to see the word thankful. Just got to keep on keeping on. I'm using some Ranger Multimedia Matte to adhere this all together. And those reversible tweezers are a lifesaver. So now I think I've got everything adhered. So this is where I learned a lesson. This card is full of lessons. Okay, so this is a good card video to watch because I've learned some lessons. I'm adhering those small intricate little pieces that like can move around to a piece of craft foam. So I've cut Thankful out of craft foam, and now instead of covering the whole panel with adhesive, I decided that I was going to do the little pieces first to make sure that they were all nice and adhered, and then go back and add more adhesive to the larger areas. Hindsight, always 2020. I would cover it with adhesive and then just pay more attention to the small intricate little pieces in hindsight. It got done. It's done, but with some difficulty. So here's where I learned my lesson, and I'm covering the foam piece that I'm going to adhere to the panel with the score tape. I'm using a 1/4 inch foam tape, and I'm covering it first, and then I'm going to go back in with the Ranger with the little small intricate pieces. Now I'm a genius. So now I'm lining it up so that you can read the word thankful. And here's another lesson, stamping with Unicorn, Hero Arts Unicorn White, the sentiments from the set, and embossing them with Simon Says Stamp Fine Detail embossing powder. And then I'm going to cut them down into strips. I'm not going to do a good job with this. It is wonky. But I dealt with it. It looks good. It looks okay. Now I want to go online and order sentiment strips so that this never happens again. But you'll see me cut them, hand cut them down, and then in the final photo you'll see that they're wonky. But you know, it's handmade. It's handmade with love, and whoever gets this card is going to love it just as much as I do. Yep, there I go, making it wonky. It gets worse. Yep, there it goes, making it more wonky. It's okay, you guys will love me anyway, right? Can't leave well enough alone, Corey. So now I'm going to pop those wonky sentiment strips up with some Scotch 3M foam tape. I really like the look and the style of the card, so it turned out pretty good. I just wish it was less wonky. It adds character. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So now I'm going to adhere it down with some Tombow tape runner adhesive to my card base, which is also Nina 110-pound cardstock. And that's it. That's my card. This week was Dexter's first soccer practice for this season. It didn't start out well, but then it clicked.
Look, we're only waving one time. You need to pay attention.
Go.
What do you need? Unless you need to go potty or you're hurt, then pay attention.
All right, guys. Let's all get down this side. Anybody need some water?